His most famous movie, though, as we said, is Gun Crazy from 1949, which this is a noir, right? Would you call this
guaranteed,
a noir?
yeah.
Yeah. You know, the influence of this movie is all over, like the early Jean-Luc Godard movies, a lot of the new wave, Bonnie and Clyde as well, not just for the story, but for the sort of...
Well, the way that it was made.
Like the free and energetic style.
You mentioned Gun Crazy, you mentioned one scene/shot, which is the bank robbery. You'll hear people like Martin Scorsese just talk like excitedly about this scene, which is Joseph H. Lewis had to shoot a bank robbery, and he was like, oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do all this or how to make it dynamic. So what he ended up doing was shooting all of it from the back of a car. That starts with them on the road, they wait in front of the bank, then
they struggle to find a parking spot.
Yeah, that's right. And then they go rob the bank, but we stay in the car the entire time until the person comes out, things kind of go wrong, and a chase begins.
Okay, the scene where she is shooting for the first time, Lewis positions his camera in such a way that while she's shooting, it's kind of a low-angle shot where you sort of see her from behind. What is the most prominent thing on her body that is at the center of the frame that we're looking at? It's her backside. She's firing the gun. You see her backside, you see her smiling, and then it keeps cutting back to him in the audience. And visually, he is linking the gun with sex. Mm-hmm. And you were supposed to, as a viewer, look at her lovely body and associate that with the gunfire. And he's visually communicating to you without saying it that you are going to find this gun sexually attractive, just like he does.
Even in that scene, you never step out of the perspective of the man when he is shooting or being shot at. When he's being shot at, it's from his perspective, back far away. Mm-hmm. And when he's shooting, it's again on him. Mm-hmm. She's always an object that he's looking at, as opposed to someone that you're supposed to associate with, because that's the way that the protagonist is viewing her.
It's like it is ferociously directed. You know, there are so many scenes in the movie of cops speaking on the radio, mm-hmm. and whenever you see that, the camera like zooms in on them because it's so hyperbolic.
And then the film ends in the way that me and Will love the most, in a bunch of fog, in this case a swamp. Mm-hmm. And wow, what a sequence. Basically a nightmare where it's like shadows and you just see reeds up in the air and everything kind of shrouded in the darkness.